Welcome back to another video, guys. This is going to be a travel tip video about Grindelwald, Switzerland. This video is going to have 5 tips, the best ones for last. Stick around for that one because we wish we knew it a lot sooner. Okay, so let's get straight into these tips. So first of all, there's a really important thing that I want to add. If you are a parent and you're thinking about bringing your child to Grindelwald or the Switzerland area in general, I would say it was fine. We loved it. We loved sharing those experiences with him. Will he remember those experiences? Most likely not. So honestly, only bring your kids to this area if they're gonna get something out of it and you don't have, and like you have someone to where they feel comfortable going, like grandmother, or you have someone that you can do childcare. I'd recommend doing this trip with just you and your partner or just adults. Honestly, most of the most fun things to do here, paragliding and extreme sports and extreme height climbing and all the other things I can imagine you could do there, you can't do with a toddler. Good for kids, I'm sure it's fine, it's safe, but like, it just seems a little loose. But everything's very over-engineered there. But anyway, I've seen people of all walks of life hanging out there, so don't feel like you can't go there if you have to take your toddler. But it was a good experience. Just keep your eye on them because some of those mountains are super steep.
Now we're in the mountains again! Yay!
Fact number 1. Grindelwald is your gateway to the Jungfrau region. From here you can reach Lauterbrunnen, Interlaken, and Mürren all within an hour by train. Fact number 2. So for this one, the weather changes fast. Sunny skies can vanish into fog or snow in minutes. So always pack layers and check the forecast before heading out. This is really extremely important. We tried to pack as light as possible, but also we wanted to have as many layers, so get yourself a nice bomber jacket because it is pretty warm when you're not in the mountains. Fact number 3. Adventure is everywhere. You can hike the Elgar Trail, you can ride the First Flyer zip line, or cross the cliff by Tiso if you dare. Fact 4. Timing matters. So if you go there in the summer, things are going to be a lot more green, obviously, and it's going to be more picturesque in the terms of mountain hiking, adventuring. If you go there during the winter, the place turns into an absolute paradise, apparently. I haven't been there in the winter. We were there during the summer. However, I can only imagine how cool these little towns would have been if they're all covered in snow. And as a plus, you could snowboard or ski. We couldn't do that. You probably could if you went steep enough, but we didn't go steep enough. I'm sure you definitely could have gone steep enough. That was stupid. But either way, so another big tip for Grindelwald is that you can go to Interlaken, which is really close to Grindelwald actually. It was only about a 15-minute drive. It's on Lake Brienz. So basically, when you get there, there's a train called the Brienz Rothorn Bahn. It is a steam-powered train. It's an historical cogwheel railway. Climbs from Lake Brienz up to the summit of the Brienz Rothorn, which is a beautiful view, as you can see. I think if you go anywhere near Grindelwald or Interlaken, it's extremely important that you do this train. It gives you an amazing experience going through the mountains. You go up to about 2,200 meters. The summit is 2,350 meters. This train opened in 1892, and if you're a train fan, this gotta be up your alley. People have to know about this train because it's super quirky. The people who work the train are very professional about it. They're not kind of, some train workers or people who work in those professions can be very nonchalant about them. These guys took pride in their steam train. It was very important. Tip number 5, and welcome to the end. Honestly, thank you for making it this long, but tip number 5 is called the, I'm gonna butcher this, Grindelwald funicular, okay? This is the steepest open funicular in Europe. With a gradient of 106%, the ride lasts 12 minutes and takes you up to Lake Gelmer. You can see here is kind of Dam Lake. The views here were insane. If you're afraid of heights, do it anyways. Honestly, there's no reason not to do this. I'm pretty scared of heights. My 4-year-old was on there. They put the latch down. It's safe enough. Once again, like I said, the people who work in this area are super professional with their job. Everyone looks like they're professional and know what they're doing. The view is absolutely stunning, as you can probably see. I think if you're gonna go to Grindelwald, you're not gonna miss the steepest funicular in the world. On my bucket list since I was a kid. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, do this one if you can. Do this one with a kid or without a kid. Next. If you're driving in Grindelwald, I will say If you have a smaller vehicle, it's very helpful. The way the roads switch back, there's a lot of turns that are just mirrored, and they seem like one-ways in Canada, but I guess in Switzerland they're not. Luckily, we were in our Peugeot SUV. We didn't have too much of an issue, but if you're in a Sprinter van or a Mercedes travel van or something big, or a truck, I don't know how you'd be in a truck over there, but you would have a hard time getting around those corners. So just keep that in mind. The Airbnb we booked was actually pretty far up the mountain in Grindelwald. It wasn't like down in the main drag. I think it's an important thing to consider. Driving was pretty simple though. It wasn't hard to drive in Switzerland. It was significantly harder to drive in Colombia. Anyway guys, thank you for joining me for this quick 5-tip travel video for Grindelwald. I highly recommend Grindelwald, honestly. When we did our trip from France to Switzerland and then back to France, Lyon, I would say that Grindelwald tops to be the best part of the trip, best location. You really feel like you're in some sort of medieval period set film when you're there, or some sort of fairy tale. The rolling hills, every direction you look in is picturesque and worth taking a photo of. Weather is very dynamic there, which is really interesting. The people are really nice. The prices are the same as they are anywhere else in Switzerland. They're gonna be more than what you're used to paying. I highly recommend Grindelwald. Stay tuned for another video, and thank you for tuning in for this one. Like, share. If you know anyone going to Grindelwald, please comment below, and I will try to answer any other questions that I may have come across. Thanks for watching, but that's it. I want people to know about this place. Grindelwald is super sick, honestly. It's a cool place to go. I didn't even know we were going there. And thankfully my wife, who's an awesome, beautiful planner lady, planned it, and she made sure we got to go there. The Switzerland and what we did or didn't do, or if you want to see more about what I posted in this trip to Switzerland, follow my Instagram at PhotoWorks, and follow along my YouTube channel, Charlie Kodak. If you want to see more travel tips videos, like and share and subscribe and comment below, and I'll keep these coming as long as I can afford to travel. Have a good night, folks. I hate recording myself. I feel like such a and I think everyone else is gonna think I'm a dick too, but whatever. I feel like I gotta do this. This is what's gonna make my videos more engaging. It's all about engagement, clearly. And if this is not a good picture, if I look dumb or something, I'll be pissed. If there's something up, I'm gonna be so mad. Whatever. Peace!